Talk about it with Franjez. Today we have two returning guests, the founders of Comic Con, Evan and Katori.
Hey.
Thank you guys for coming back.
Thank you for having us back.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
What a difference a year makes.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I can't wait to catch up and see what you guys been doing.
Good.
Yeah.
So let's start with a little wellness check. How you guys doing today?
Good. I'm doing good, thank you. A little tired. Did I say that last time too?
I don't remember. We'll watch back, maybe.
We're always working really hard during this time of year, but we're good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, things are amping up, and it's exciting to just know that the support is there and the vision is clear. I got my little bag of lavender to keep things nice and calm.
Nice.
Feeling good.
Like
Feeling
that.
great. Yeah.
I like that. So you say things are working. What's working? Are we talking about Comic Con or
Yonkers Comic Con. I mean, we're doing great things on several fronts, but we're tunnel vision. 60 days or 59 days from now, we will be in the mix of another great experience. You being part of the dynamic
major
as
part
well.
of it.
Can't
Yes,
wait.
yes.
Can't wait.
The last time we were on here, I don't think you knew how big a part you were going to be in Yonkers Comic Con last year, and you were just amazing.
Thank
you
you
just
very
stepped
much.
right in, hosting it, and we're happy to have you back and
I'm
even
excited.
doing more. So,
Sure.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I'm excited. So let's catch up. Let's start from that event and let's run through it. Let's talk about what went well, what went better than expected, and what didn't go as
I
planned.
think that's honest. The day of the event, so many moving parts. I guess for me, what I realized was to allow space for the unexpected. It got to the point where I think about 2 or 3 days before, I just got into the space of surrender. Like we've done as much as we can, and too much overthinking is going to complicate things and stress me out. So it's like surrender. The team is there. We played our part. I would say for me, there was a moment in the day where I went up onto the second floor of Yonkers Public Library and looked down at the atrium and was like, whoa. Like, whoa. I was just overwhelmed. You know, we planned to do, okay, Evan, you're going to be here, and then you're going to do this. And there were places I didn't even go because it was just so much responsibility in greeting people, making sure people felt welcome, making sure I wasn't in the way of people doing their thing. We have a team. They played their part, and to micromanage them on that day would have been disastrous for me and for them and everything else. So I realized that what went well were the numbers. Humbly, I said, give us over 1,000, and we've succeeded, because the year prior we had 40 people.
No way.
Yeah, it was actually
Not at that location, though.
Yeah, it was located at Yonkers Arts
Okay.
in the front gallery, and it was just a humble opening. The mayor came, respectfully appreciate that, gave us a proclamation, but it was about 40 people for the opening.
Yeah.
But that to said, we didn't have all the things that we had at the Riverfront Library. That was more of an exhibition.
Yeah, it was an art exhibition of comic book covers. That was the seed. But through the partnership of Yonkers Public Library, through the partnership of Yonkers Fashion Week, through the partnerships of so many people, we just opened the floodgates of anybody who was willing to pitch in and help out. We were open to it. And I think that's part of the surrender. Sometimes when you get so caught up in trying to control the vision, you don't allow the magic to happen. And just to see it happen, you stepping up in a space that I had no clue of, that happening. Erica Soto playing her position with
Yes.
Katori.
Thank you, Erica. Shout out to Erica.
Yeah.
She's a professional.
Yeah.
She was running that show.
The captain. She got it done. So, I think, I don't know if what was expected, what was unexpected. What did you say? What did you ask?
What went better than expected?
Yes.
What didn't work as expected? It didn't meet the expectations.
Yeah. Well, went beyond my expectations. As I said, I think the whole day. The library contacted us, I guess, that following week, and they counted 4,200.
No way.
Yeah.
And you expected 1,000.
1,000,
so
man. I was like,
over 4,000 people came.
100 was a win, you know.
And we
Wow.
were, we were using the Eventbrite, so it was
Okay.
sort of just like, okay, the numbers are looking kind of low, and then they did have a cap at some point, but I mean, it was just crazy how, for me, what went well was all the people that jumped in. That said, no problem, we're going to be able to do this for you, whether it was parking or whether it was just, volunteering at the last minute, jumping in, whether it was just people giving so much and not expecting anything but being able to be there and be a part of it and help us make it happen. So that was beyond everyone, to even the food that we got. I had ordered food from 2 different places and they gave us way more than what we expected. So I say all that to say that that was it. And then what went wrong was just like perhaps the timing on certain things that we didn't expect. People doing things that we didn't expect them to do.
The team approach was missing. They kind of stepped in and tried to do things with their own agenda.
Yeah,
And
we didn't expect that.
I welcome the lesson.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people just... I also didn't realize, that some people just, they just wanted to be the spotlight, or just do stuff that they didn't get permission for.
Like some dude just came in, comic book related, and he came with these big billboards trying to move his things into spaces that he didn't have permission. So, it's just better communication. I think things for me that didn't work well. The foundation of Yonkers Comic Con, for me as an artist, for us as artists, has always been the Hall of Heroes, celebrating original superheroes. We did a phenomenal job in printing the images. Thank you, Julie Cousins. But the display of it was lackluster. And that's just something we didn't know it would be that issue until it became that issue. So this year we are going to make sure that the Hall of Heroes, which is a showcase of original superheroes created by emerging professional artists and just people who had a great idea, we want to make sure that becomes... that it goes to the next level.
Right, and people can actually submit their artwork now on the website. So if you want to draw something or do something, create something that your own superhero or supervillain, you can do so and then upload it. And there's a form you can fill out on the YonkersComicCon.com.
And rules and regulations, so there's things we won't accept, but just read through it. If you're creative, we welcome you to show up.
Nice. So how does that work? They go on the website, and then there's a form, and then they upload their cover art.
Exactly.
Right,
So
they fill it out.
Called Register. Go to YonkersComicCon.com. The register link, easy breezy. It's all the registers, whether you're a vendor, a cosplayer, a volunteer, or an artist. If you're interested in art, you upload it, read the directions, know that it has to be quality. Because of the recognition, there's going to be more artists submitting. So we just have to vet to make sure that we look for quality. We're not looking for your CV and where you graduated from. If it's dope art, if it's a original comic superhero, we'll consider it and showcase it for free.
Right. So, there's no submission fee or anything like that, or hanging fees or anything like that. So, so we're encouraging, not just for that, but for everything. Just go to Yonkers Comic Con if you want to be a vendor, because it's coming. It's going to be here September 27th. Yes. So we have some deadlines. So get on, submit now. Yeah. That's the key, or within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. Absolutely. So how many submissions can you actually take in?
We're looking to. Last year we had 28.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a nice look, and I think we can probably push it to the 30s or 40s.
Wow,
we want to do it. It's about it's about the original superheroes. Our mission has always been for Yonkers Comic Con to make Yonkers an incubator for creativity. You know, and that's our vision. It's like, you know, when we created the concept of Yonkers Comic Con, it wasn't about DC and Marvel taking over Yonkers and us sitting back collecting money. It's about the creatives, putting them in the spotlight. What better way for a hero's journey than for an emerging artist to have their art showcased in Yonkers Comic Con? Somebody from Lionsgate comes and sees their work, and, you know, the rest becomes history. So we're here to support the creatives.
I like that.
For sure.
So what do you think was the big difference between the first year and then the second year with even the numbers of people showing up? Was it the promotion, you think?
It was
you, Franjez.
Oh, no, cut it out.
It was him.
Good answer. I would say from my standpoint, it was the learning curve. The first year, we knew that we had an inner understanding that it's going to be bigger, but we also understood that there was so much we needed to learn. As we said in the last year's podcast, I haven't done Comic-Cons, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm not coming in as the Comic-Con expert.
Yeah.
We're coming in with the pedigree of doing community art programs and projects that engage people. That's what our pedigree has been since 2016, 2017. And Comic-Con just seemed like a perfect fit for our trajectory. And so it wasn't about the, you know, it was the learning curve. I didn't understand the community. I remember saying that last year. You can't have a Comic-Con without cosplayers.
Yeah.
And the first year it was an art exhibition. And we humbly recognize that, but it's part of the hero's journey of Yonkers Comic Con. So what was the big difference? It was the understanding, it was the learning, it was the community. Prior to last year's event, a lot of the projects we've done, it's always been us, the two of us, in a think tank, building and doing everything amazing. But this one, we had to go back to surrender, like, we cannot try to do it by ourselves. And that's when the floodgate of talent came in. And people just, such as yourself, I want in. What do you need me to do? Let's do this. And that's why my hashtag is always Yonkers Wins, because it's really about the community. So what made the difference for me? The community that showed up to make it successful, for sure.
I love that. So,
did you want to add something, Katori?
Any promotion or what was different between the first year and the second year?
The promotion was phenomenal. Who did the promotion for, I'm sorry, I'm just losing names, but we our Instagram was phenomenal, and we had, people developing content for us, and also our Facebook, and it was definitely that. And then I think going to the Yonkers Riverfest, that really helped. We went around and we were handing out flyers, so hitting the ground and doing the grassroots type of things, right? So walking around and having people hold the flyer and telling people about it. So
and
that
showing
pushed
up
up
to
too.
Comic-Cons.
Yep.
That's what we didn't do last year.
Nice.
Just showing up and presenting
Talking to
ourselves
people.
as part of, newbies in the community,
We
and
were
just supporting them and opening up doors for them to be supported. And I remember the conversation I had with a father, and he just spoke about the hardship of finances to go to a Comic-Con. I'm not going to name any Comic-Cons, but there's an expense to it, and when you have 4 kids and they all want 5 things, it's like cha-ching. So to know that our intent is to keep it free. That's the intent.
Yeah.
But funding is needed, so we have to make sure.
And the way to do that is to have more people want to sponsor.
Yeah.
So if we're showing that we can bring in 4,000 people or more, and sponsors would want to be a part of that, and get their name and their brand out there. And even if it's a name or brand that people already know, just the fact that they see something, even a familiar brand, is good as well, because then the people in the community can say, okay, this brand of such and such that I use or I do supports the ability for me to come to something for free when I have 3 or 4 or 5 kids and we buy your brand all the time. You know, it just makes them like, oh, okay, you know, things might be hard. I'm going to buy something because I know that this brand supports the community, is supporting people like me in the community that can go. And then even people who can afford to go to Comic Cons, to be able to go somewhere where, you know, they don't have to pay is fun too. So it like works for everybody, I think. And so we're allowed to be able to do that as long as we continue to get people who believe in this and want to support it. And they could get something out of it as well.
I would definitely say a big contributor to the success was Yonkers Public Library.
Really?
Location.
Yeah, that's true.
It is right there on the river. You got the
Train?
The train. It's in downtown, and they just they saw the value of investing in us based upon our pedigree. You know, we didn't just knock on their door. They knew us. They knew what we've done. We've worked with them in the past, and this was just a next step. And they had people in their staff who are comic book geeks, so I'm sure they were probably like, we need to do this.
Yeah.
Because Yonkers never had it. So why not do it?
And then next up was Yonkers Fashion Week.
Yes.
I mean, they embraced us we didn't know about fashion or cosplay or, you know, that much. And not only did they, which was beautiful, and I have to make this shout out because I'm not sure if we really shouted them out as much as I would like to in the last interview, but I want to make sure I correct that.
Oh, right.
Now, we were thinking, okay, you could just, you know, be a part of it with the fashion show part. But when they met us and sat down, they said, no, we want in. We're going to help you with production. Yeah. We're going to help you with everything. We want to be partners with you. And
shout out to Truth, Divine, Sean, and the team.
And Chloe, yeah. Everybody who was a part of that, they took it, they ran with it, and it was amazing. Yeah.
They taught us things.
We learned from them. They were more than just a fashion house. Yeah. They were human. I don't know. What do you want to say?
Their production level is quality.
Well, I'm talking about too that yes,
beautiful spirits.
But yeah, like good humanity. I don't know. I can't figure out a word. Yes. Thank you. Woo! It's been a long day.
It's a big one.
Yes.
Have it go across the screen. She says
yes. I need a teleprompt. Where are you? Yeah, humanitarians in their own individual, you know, they just worked with us from every single part.
Teamwork is so strong.
Yes.
Like, you guys are strong, but you guys can't do it all by yourselves. So when you find other teams, it's powerful.
And believing in you. And then that gives you the extra oomph when you're starting to feel like, oh my goodness, what did I do? And then they're like, no, we got you, you know.
Amazing. So any paid ads? Or all like free social media and then handing out flyers? Or did you run ads anywhere?
We did not run ads.
Nothing.
We didn't have the budget to do that.
Last year it was an investment within our own
pockets.
Okay.
But once again, you know, scared money don't make money.
100%.
So we understood it from the seed of 2023 to the investment in 2024 brings us to this year where, you know, we have the proof, we have the numbers, we have the support and the opportunity for it to grow. And
we have to give a shout out too, because, you know, it was our pockets, and we did get a sponsorship for the staff T-shirts. Yes. Right? State Majority Leader Andrea Stewart Cousins donated money so that the entire staff had
what is it?
The
Staff
t-shirts.
like matching
Staff t-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yonkers
and it
Comic
was
Con
very
collector item.
important. I mean, and I'm really, we're so happy that she knew the importance, because at these Comic Cons there are people who are there that are, families and kids and everything, and you want to make sure that they know the difference between some stranger who might say, "Oh, I work here. Can I help you?" And
Because
maybe
everyone's in
not.
a costume.
Right?
Like, yeah, I'm working
So
here.
and so by having these staff shirts, it's not only it was to for us to be, so people know to come to us for information, but also security too.
Absolutely.
Right? Because that person in that staff shirt, which is original shirt, that you can get the help you need and feel safe. So that was a big thing for us, that we were able to get those shirts.
Amazing. Any bigger sponsors this year than you had last year?
Working on that right now.
Okay, you're working on it.
Working on it.
Man, this is the time.
This is the
I
time.
see why you're walking around with the lavender. It's pretty much 1 month. Well,
Yes.
Yeah, 2 months.
2
away.
months.
Yeah,
Technically
yeah.
2 months. Yeah.
Less than 60 days away, and the excitement is there.
I bet.
Just waking up with purpose, going to sleep with gratitude, and just knowing that I've done all I can do today. If I wake up, more work to get done. So
Amazing.
And which really felt great is that when we got there, people came, showed out, people were dancing, people were taking all these crazy, wonderful pictures,
Yep.
and people had a good time. I mean, as Evan said, he looked down and he looked, at the atrium. I had a moment too when I was just walking around and I was like, all these people, and seeing the kids doing their stuff with the Ghostbusters, or, Legoland, like doing all these different things, having a good time. And it was like, wow, we're doing this. This is really actually happened.
I have not dressed up in a costume since I was probably like 12. So literally, to see so many people show up and really in their regalia, like they're invested. I know that my job is not to dress up; it's to be in the behind the scenes making the magic. So
Absolutely.
Right, and the Hall of Heroes was curated by Evan, and also with the Blue Door Art Center. So that's one of the oldest art centers in Westchester, I believe. And so they partnered with us. So the fact that they believed in us as well to be a part of what we were doing, that was key as well. So we had all different people, different organizations that, we might not have gotten any money from, but they actually participated and showed up, and people that maybe they didn't know what exactly, what they, they might not know anything about Yonkers Comic Con, but they might know an organization's name and say, okay, they're participating. So, this is probably something really cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The food, you mentioned there was 2 places to eat last year. I remember Beyond Bussin' was one of them, right?
yes.
What was the other one? I don't think I saw the other one.
Well, ultimately, we're not going to be selling food at the event.
Okay.
It was just food for the people who were like the
Oh, the people working.
the workers,
Okay.
the staff. So
Okay.
it was catered. Who catered it?
Oh my gosh.
Lola?
Lola on the Grill.
Lola
Oh,
Grill, yeah.
nice. Is
At
that the
that
place on
time.
Tuckahoe Road?
That's
Across the street from
exactly-
Roosevelt?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they catered. That was really great.
Yeah,
Again,
that food is good.
I'm telling you, they looked out for us. I paid, for a couple of plates. I was just like, okay, we got to do this. And I got so much. She gave us so much
Extra.
food. It was beautiful. Again, another blessing. Yeah.
I'll
so,
have to shout out
but we,
Kitchen on the Mills, who created the sandwiches for us. They saw the value of partnering with us. So it was just to
they
see
created, just to be clear, they created 2 sandwiches.
2 sandwiches, a Hulk and a Captain Marvel, a
no
Miss
way.
Marvel.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
so
they,
good. Oh.
one was meat based, one was plant based. So it's just just being creative and not just saying give me, but how can we help you to help us?
And then
Absolutely.
also what we had was that the restaurant, it was social. Oh my goodness! Now I'm really tired. Oh my goodness, this is bad. Oh my goodness, Erica, I need you. So I'm gonna mess up, but I don't want to not say anything in case they're listening to it. Isn't it Hudson Social? What's that restaurant that's next to the Pizza Parlor? the pizza parlor on downtown Yonkers near the waterfront.
The one next to the brewery?
Yes, the brewery.
Oh,
yes.
Yonkers Brewing Company.
Yonkers Brewing Company. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it. Yonkers Brewery Company, they had a deal with us, so I have to shout them out and say thank you, that anyone that was dressed in costume, if they came to the restaurant, they would get a discount.
Nice.
So that was really a nice
And
partnership.
AJ, who works with them, 914 is a collective.
914 Collective, yeah.
Yeah.
He did a
did
podcast, a post for us.
And he
Nice.
also interviewed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just, once again, just allowing magic to happen and giving it space to unfold was
I
was
love
great.
it. Any ideas with the food this year?
You keep on going with the food.
You know what I mean?
Were you
I love
hungry?
food.
Oh my
If you have
goodness.
recommendations, we don't have to talk about it on
Okay.
the
Yeah,
camera,
give
but
us some
we'll take those for
recommendations.
sure.
All right. So you're
you
still
know,
open in that
yeah.
part.
we're still open. We'll have to see how that actually works out, because from my understanding, there's certain areas that we can't have food in.
Yeah, and we're not.
Okay.
It's not
So-
serving food. We're gonna serve the staff
Yeah.
only. So, but there'll be food outside or down the street,
Like a
or
food
whatever.
truck.
Yeah,
Or
okay,
if there's a
okay.
restaurant that wants to have a discount,
Yeah.
then contact YonkersComicCon.com
For sure.
and let us know that you want to be a part of it.
That's it. For sure.
Yes.
Amazing.
We have
All
to
right.
make Franjez happy with food.
No, I'm just asking because I love food.
But we're open for
I know.
suggestions.
All
Do you
right,
have any
good.
organization or businesses that would be
Absolutely.
willing to plug us in? And make
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let's talk about something. All right, so the new, well, actually, between last year and this year, anything else you guys did? Any other projects you guys?
Oh, boy.
We don't even want to go there.
No,
we
go
got.
ahead.
No, what do you mean?
Okay, so you're talking about between the Comic Cons?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's between last Comic Con and this
this-
conversation right now.
Wow.
What you guys up to?
Listen, when we ended Comic Con last year, our goal was to take a loving break and start back up November, December. December, I became the executive director of Yonkers Arts.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you, which changed my trajectory of focus. And Katori, what do you do now?
I work for ArtsWestchester.
Yes.
Yeah, so I got a
Amazing.
job in January. So
Yeah.
those two were major things that happened in our lives. But in between, we were still doing murals.
Yeah. So we did murals, Harlem, the Bronx. We, beautification. We're
Yeah.
artists. So as we serve other creatives, we also want to make sure that we serve our own inner child and our own creativity and communities.
Do some workshops. I was doing some workshops as well, still with poetry and poetry workshops with the Yonkers Poet Laureate Golda Solomon. So she kept me really busy doing that. And I also got an award for to do my next play. To write a play, yeah. So
Amazing.
I got that, and I'm working on that. And my next play is going to be on domestic violence and abuse.
Very good topic.
Yeah, so it's kind of touchy. I'm excited about that. So the
Where will
script
play
I've been
be,
working
in
on
Yonkers,
it.
or is it
I don't know where the play is going to be yet.
Yonkers will be nice.
I know it'd be nice. My hometown. I'm not sure exactly where, and I don't know how many production, because I got money not to produce it, but to write it.
Okay.
So I'm doing the research and writing and all that stuff now. And I have one or two places in mind, but if it really turns out to be as successful as I plan it to be, then I'll probably have a couple of performances, maybe at different locations.
I like that. Even better.
Yeah.
Right.
Even better. I like that. The what is your role at Yonkers Arts,
Executive director.
and what does that entail?
That I sweep the floor.
Nah,
and
get out of here.
I do. Did it today. But, to be true.
Yeah.
As executive director, I serve at the pleasure of the board. We were both board members since 2018. But as executive director, I'm on the ground. I'm in the forefront. I'm the representative of Yonkers Arts in spaces that we need to be in, whether it's various events, supporting other organizations, making decisions on the ground that are needed to keep the presence. So I would say what we did in Yonkers Arts, I'm very proud as a muralist myself. We had a mural festival for Yonkers Arts Weekend. So that was a great success. Had about 13 muralists. One came from the UK, never been in the United States before, and laced a mural suite in Carpet Mills Arts District.
Nice.
So yeah, I think that, I humbly accept the position, and I know that it can only move me closer to the communities I want to serve. So
amazing.
take advantage of that.
Katori, tell us about Arts Westchester. What is this place? I've been there, but just let's talk about it.
Yeah, you came to the party.
I've been there a couple of times.
An exhibition, which you're having
Yeah.
amazing exposition right now.
What is your title?
Okay, so I'm the senior program manager, and I help artists that are on our teaching roster to get positions in schools or senior centers. So I'm the person that brings the good news to artists. Hey, are you interested in doing a residency?
Wow.
So
that's
we have
interesting.
different residencies. So so I love it. I love what I do. And it makes me feel really good that I'm supporting artists in that way, like helping them get positions and do the things that they love. And it's not just visual artists, any type of discipline that they may have, artistic discipline that they may have, if the site wants them. Yeah. Then
So
we send them
the
out.
artists, you help them find jobs where they teach art?
Yep, they teach it. So if you're a drummer, you're a musician, you're a drummer,
Yeah.
you can teach drumming. If you are a visual artist, you can teach, painting, depending on what it is. If you're a dancer, you can teach dance.
Interesting.
Singer, whatever your artistic discipline is. If that facility, whether it's a detention center or, like I said, a residency where, school,
Yeah.
different things in the community, and it's all based on, different grants. And that gives us the opportunity to give the site a complimentary teacher for a certain amount of sessions, or sites can call us up if they have a budget and submit a proposal, and we'll work with them to find a teaching artist to come, work with the kids, or work with, people who have any disability perhaps, or special needs, I should say. So, yeah.
Amazing. The June 28th event, 11th love anniversary and birthday celebrations.
Point to her.
Tell us about this event. I attended, but tell us and tell the people.
Oh my gosh.
So we've been rocking for 11 years. We both celebrate the same birthday, March 20th. And, she's a woman of external celebration, and I love that about her. I will go in the woods and hug a tree and be happy. She wants to do it above and beyond, and I love that. So we chose June 28th because she wanted, even before she worked at Arts Westchester, she wanted to do it at Arts Westchester. And that was the date that the open slot.
Okay.
So that's what it was. So it wasn't like anything special about June 28th. It was just the availability of reserving the space.
Nice.
Yeah, so what it was all about, it really wasn't all about us. When I turned a certain year, 10 years ago, 11 years, because I'm a year off, I had something wonderful thanks to my dear friend, I won't say her last name, but Jackie. And I was able to do that all my life, every year, every 10 years. Well, every year when I was a little girl, obviously I had a little birthday party. But when I started hitting 10, 20, 30, I'm going to stop there. I would pick a theme and have a birthday celebration around it. So I always had, but it was never just about me. It was always having games or fun things to do. So 10 years ago, I went crazy and I had a whole bunch of things. This year, I tried to go crazy, but it was just so overwhelming and so much happening. But people still had fun. If they would know all the things I had planned, we have to say, we apologize. We haven't gotten to everybody to say thank you, but we will. But we had all kinds of things. As you were there, it was fun. For example, I had a dance ribbon contest, a poetry contest, all different things. But it was so amazing that not that many people participated in everything that was going on because they were so happy to meet and talk to each other. Right. But I don't know.
And it's a big space too. People downstairs don't know what's going on upstairs. Right. It
was amazing. Really happy to be able to do that and give back and have people. I'm finding people who met other people or hadn't seen people in years, and that's what makes me feel good. So I spent most of the time running around trying to get all these games and awards to people.
When all you had to do was just open up a space and party. And what made me feel good about it was that the people we love, the people who support us and who we support, were all together in the same space. And just to see you next to someone else that, because of who you are in our lives in one part, and then for another part, even our son coming through, my family, it was good energy, and as Katori said, it wasn't about us. We weren't trying to sit on no pedestal saying, it was just seeing all the love celebrated in one space.
And what was different this year was like every year is going to be different. After this, everybody, I'm just doing like a spa party. Because, my last 10 years, it was like I had the limbo contest in there. And this year I was like, no limbo. So I had like a hula hoop, but I was like, we didn't get a chance to do the hula hoop, but it was just like, I think every 10 years, we're going to have less and less. So I just said, I'm not even going to try to embarrass anybody or myself.
Limbo's
so next year it's going to be, not next year, 10 years from now, I plan to do a spa. So we'll have fun just getting all pampered up.
Treat.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So back to Comic Con.
Yes.
What would be the big difference between this year's and last year's?
The support of Yonkers Arts.
Really?
Yonkers Arts is presenting Yonkers Comic Con this year. The first year was a grant. In 2022, 2023, we got a grant from ArtsWestchester. And the idea of doing something with comic books and the community seemed like the right fit, and Yonkers Arts was our fiscal sponsor. This year, so much more robust in terms of the team, and let it be known, I'm gonna look at that camera right there. Yonkers Arts approached me. I did not use my executive directorship to leverage this, but it is now an asset to Yonkers Arts, and I'm very proud that we got a good team, and they're as excited as we are. So that's the big difference. What does that mean? You'll find out.
I like that.
Yeah.
A little bit of mystery.
Yeah. And we're not doing the day of lineup is a little different as well. There's so many things. So last year we really made it very unique. We had things in it that was not really in the comic book so-called industry, but we wanted to highlight some of the people in our community, so we had Morgan Dance, there. More Dance. Oh my goodness. Her name is Morgan. Yeah. More Dance there. We had some of our outstanding poets and the poet laureate, Felicia was there. We had like other people doing things that might not, although she did hers around a superhero theme, but it really, this year we're changing that up a bit and doing it a little different. So I just want people to know out there, if you came last year, that was cool. And now you're coming this year, it's going to be a little bit different as well. So we have some fun things in store. Yeah.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there anything I didn't touch on?
I think you thorough, brother. So it's just,
I appreciate that.
I think a few things it's already on the website. We have it on social media. A children's cosplay parade.
Wow.
We're excited about that, where it's exclusively kids.
We're not saying everything.
Okay. Well, we won't say everything, but I'm going to say something else.
Okay. He can't keep a secret.
But I would say, I think it's exciting. Last year's fashion show, we didn't feel like it was cohesively Yonkers Comic Con or Comic Con-esque. So this year the theme is heroes and villains. So designers and stylists have to demonstrate through Yonkers Fashion Week, Heroes and Villains. So that's something new. So to see, heroes reimagined in a, from a designer standpoint is going to be kind of exciting.
Well, I'm going to just say something different.
Please do.
I thought it was, yes, Yonkers. I think that Yonkers, the fashion shows and everything that was there was Comic-Con-esque. So we have a different opinion on that. I do believe that it was just a different approach. Okay. And that's all I have to say.
There you go. So it is.
You said we work together, but it doesn't mean we always have to agree
all the time.
To each other. Like people say, how do you guys work together? It's like, oh, you must how do you get, well, we agree on a lot of things, and then sometimes we disagree, and we have to disagree, and then, then he wins or I win, and we take turns when it comes down to it. But we're very both
I believe
talk
that
about
it's
it.
really about what's best for the project that we're
doing. It's what's best.
So if I win, it's not because I win, it's because it's the better idea.
He thought it was better.
Trying to get out of this, people. Help me. But we thank you. I think definitely we're excited. And we're excited to have you on board.
I'm excited.
We're excited to be back on this platform. And once again, there's going to come a point where we have to surrender. Do all we can, and then just let magic unfold in between, and just.
You have good teams and good people in place.
Yes.
You have to surrender. Trust them to do what they're going to do.
I do have to do a plug though.
Let's do it.
So last year, I'm not going to say all the politicians, but we do have support in the community with the apologists from the mayor on, and throughout. All the different politicians have been very supportive, not just Yonkers Comic Con, but definitely the other projects that we've done before Yonkers Comic Con even came to light. And so I never want to forget that. In all different ways. That is so important in the community, whether you agree with a politician or not, or whatever they're doing, or if you do agree and you love them, I have to say that they have been behind Evan and, what we've done for years. So it's not like brand new relationships that we've had with them. They've welcomed us from day one. And I have to say, I know that doesn't happen to too many people, but I have to say that it really is, because there were times when we were working really hard and it's like, how are we going to do this? And they've always supported us.
Yeah. And I think that taking off their superhero outfit of politicians, I think it's just humans seeing other humans doing good things. Mm-hmm. So if they're riding with us, if they have hidden agendas, it's nothing for us. I think that the people who rock with us, they see what we do, and our intent is always to empower the community of Yonkers and to celebrate it. So for those who wear the superhero costume of a politician, we thank you for seeing the human aspects of what we do.
Yeah.
And we see you as well.
Right. Because, I have people that sometimes will approach me and say different things. And I was like, nope, they've always been good to us. Yeah. And that's the way we are. So I wanted to bring that up because I've had a lot of people come up to me, certain times and things and say things. And I'm just like, they've always been good for us. They've always supported us. And we're happy for that. And we're not backing down on that.
I love it. The support is everything.
Mm-hmm.
The support is a great, strong city.
Yeah,
you got all the support you need. Let's end it off with your pitch. The September 27th, Yonkers Comic Con, where they could find it, where they can reach out to volunteer, or any suggestions.
Excellent question. Yonkers Comic Con coming to let's backtrack. Yonkers Arts presents Yonkers Comic Con at the Yonkers Public Library, September 27th from 10 to 5, one day only, free. We are going to have a robust list of service providers, activities, professionals, cosplayers, all the works. Please contact us if you're interested in volunteering, donating, sponsoring. Reach out to us at YonkersComicCon@gmail.com. You can reach out to us, go through our forms at YonkersComicCon.com. You can DM us at Yonkers Comic Con on Instagram or Yonkers Comic Con on Facebook. We're here to serve. We're here to make sure that Yonkers, shines in this space of the Comic Con universe. And we're excited to see what happens this year in 2025.
And let's make this year even better than last year.
Sure.
So, and if you can't make it on that day, tell somebody else.
Right.
I like that. Tell somebody
That's it.
I love it. Thank you guys very much for coming through again for the second time. Great
Yes.
conversation.
My man, we will see you on the stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm ready.
If you
Yes.
don't come for Yonkers Comic Con, come for a franchise.
Yes. He will be hosting all that's happening in the auditorium. If you've been to Yonkers Comic Con last year, we didn't utilize the auditorium as much. Switching gears on that. So there's going to be a lot of activity in the auditorium. This man right here will be on the stage holding it down. So we truly appreciate your support and your participation.
That day's my mother's birthday.
Word!
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good.
She was there last year.
She got to come.
She was.
If
Oh,
she-
We'll
she's
see.
gotta
We'll
come.
see. Yeah, she'll come.
Yeah,
She'll come.
yeah, yeah. We'll
Absolutely.
celebrate her birthday.
I like
Yes.
that. I like
Yes.
that. And thank you everybody that watched. Peace and love.
Peace. Yonkers wins.